This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heart Matters. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life, better family life, better personal life.
So today you want to teach us about how to know that he's about to break up with me. And I was just wondering, why do you want me to know that? Is it so that I can quickly break up with him before we break? Are you preparing me?
We want to see whether people mean what they say. Mm-hmm. We always want clarity, isn't it?
Yes.
We want to be sure that we are not being scammed.
Yes.
That what we are purchasing is legit, what we are committing to is true.
Uh-huh.
This is an attempt to decode the male mind.
Okay.
To decode the male mind and help the woman to make informed decisions.
Mm-hmm.
This topic has been made necessary partly because of how neglectful women are of their future and how they make such backward-facing decisions.
Benjamin has started very quickly.
Their biological clock is more sensitive,
Yeah.
but their sense of urgency is this small.
Seriously.
They're not even aware where they are. They come telling you casually, been dating this guy 5 years. Been dating this guy.
Dating. 5 years.
Suddenly now his family doesn't want me. He's not even sure.
Hey, God help us.
They're talking casually. I hope I told you that the period with which you can date intentionally never exceeds 5 years. You don't have all that time in this earth.
You said it never exceeds 2 years, I think.
Yes, and I told you, even if you have all this leeway, you're preparing and doing all that, 2 years we talked about exerting effort. Putting yourself out there, meeting these people. Hello, I am so and so, I'm single. Hello, 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 hello. Hi, my friend. Hello, hey, hello. That journey, that one of hello.
Yeah.
It's tiresome. For me, past 2 years, I say, hey, you tell God to come or you come. Somebody must come.
Yeah.
But the season in which you can do most of your projects is usually narrow.
Yeah, that's true.
Remember that.
Yeah.
If you don't do it within that time, it loses sense.
Yeah.
You even lose the energy, the emotional drive to go for it anymore. You dream about a plot until you stop talking about it because you look like a joke even to yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
All projects generally in your life have a season, a time and a chance. Okay?
Yeah.
The only difference with this partner project versus other project, this one is very emotional, and you tend to confuse emotions with the confirmation.
It's true. That's true. The emotional bit. Hey, that's the pitfall.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this topic has been made necessary by how women naturally are structured to really be connected with themselves and their feelings.
Yes.
And for lack of knowledge about how narrow the season for hitting it right is, and how intense preparation must be prior to.
Aki, that's true. We don't talk about that enough. So we end up talking a lot about divorce, separation, those things that happen.
Fire managing, firefighting, and damage control, and
Yeah.
how to recover yourself. Before you recover, can we discover?
True.
Please. So, this today is to help you avoid those prolonged. I'm trying to spare you the prolonged time wastage.
Aki, me, I'm listening.
And
Yeah.
Most women are prisoners of hope. There's a scripture. Prisoners of hope.
Is it a woman thing or a particular temperament?
No, women are particularly given
Really?
to hope. Okay, they are created to nurture. They have a womb, they really hope. If you don't hope, you can't carry pregnancy.
True, Aki. Yeah, that's true.
So that's part of how you operate, just being lady.
Okay.
But if you don't know where not to take this hope, we have people who told us that if it was not my mom who had hope in me, Albert Einstein, I don't know who, stories of mothers who just had hope. without
Yeah.
proof. They just hope this will turn out. And
Yeah.
they brought out something that changed the world.
Yeah.
Somebody that changed the world.
Yeah.
You know, Abraham Lincoln saying, everything I am, I owe to my mother. So we are not saying you should give up your operation with hope. When child is not performing school, everybody has written them off, but you still have hope.
Yeah.
And you end up right. When it comes to relationships, if you let hope obscure you from truth, that's where you are being carried away.
That is so powerful.
Yes.
Please say it again. If you let hope obscure you from truth.
Yes. That's why you're being carried away and wasted for years. In another show, we'll discuss how well-meaning, wife material, well-packaged, prepared, virtuous women
Stop looking at me.
get into midlife
Yeah.
empty, frustrated,
Yeah.
giving up and settling in resentment because
Yeah.
of this, some of the mistakes we're discussing today.
Okay.
So when you see the following signs I'm giving you today, stop counting years.
Sawa. Okay.
By the healthy relationships never roll over year after year. They never. They never. If you are counting years, you're dating when you should be doing something else, particularly self-discovery and self-development. And you will pay a dear price for it because after you evolve, this person will be a stranger and you wasted all the time with them. And the years that you wasted with them will count for just damage, wounding, empty, setback, wastage.
So, just a very short detour. This is very hard to hear for a woman who is in that situation.
Yes. I hope many are hearing when they're outside so
Yeah.
that their feelings are less interfering.
Aki, yeah. Yeah, that women I know who will not watch this show.
Next.
Yeah, next.
One day they'll go searching for it.
I
They'll be
know.
They'll go looking for it.
Story of my life. I skipped some episodes and then I later had to go back to them. Ati, what was he saying anyway?
So sometimes you're at war with your feelings.
Yeah.
The first sign is when his job becomes a universal excuse for his absence. When he can't call because he's too busy. Previously, when he started pursuing you, when you were talking, work was no obstruction at all.
Yeah.
Us came before work, but now work comes before us. You
Yes.
can see the shift. But you buy his narrative that, since I got this new position, since the other person left, my more duties increased, I'm leaving earlier, coming late because of this and the other and the other and the other. We said that a person wants to talk to you will talk to you when they're in the washroom.
That's true. That is true.
I don't know one job that there's no permission to go to the washroom. Do you know one?
No.
So there's no such thing as I could not talk to you the whole day.
Yeah.
Did you eat? Did you attend your biological needs?
Some even 2 days. Ati, meeting to meeting. No.
When you are looking for each other, you talked at 3 a.m. What happened to 3 a.m.?
Yeah.
What happened to bedtime? The first time when I wake up, messages, text.
Yeah.
These people can check updates, but they know more people will check social media. They'll check their favorite club.
Yeah.
They'll follow up on their whatever they like.
Yeah.
There'll be that break, and we better combine it with a meal. Even that message, I'm thinking about you, I'm okay, I hope you, how is that? When you are feeling the thirst to check on a person, where there's a will, there's a way.
Yes.
You will make a way.
Yes.
But when you begin to see that more excuses about job are being put in front to avoid communication, to avoid talking, to avoid just knowing, checking on you, that is a sign that already is getting distracted. Now, I want to give you another twisted element where he is the one contacting you first. He may still be calling first, may still be checking on you, but it sounds mechanical and duty oriented.
Yes.
They tell you good night very early in the evening. While they're telling somebody else, I can't sleep.
Oh. So that I dare not say
Yes,
we are not
they
talking.
actually preempt.
Yeah.
They technically preempt the excuse, but the conversations are shallow and short.
Yeah.
They're no longer hearty. You can see it's not the same. And because it is very deniable, you can easily deny it, but we talk.
Yeah, but I call you all the time. What do you want from me?
You know?
Yeah.
And they may be calling just to get done with the duty.
Yeah.
And you can sense it.
Yes.
The one thing women have more than men on an average is their sense of intuition, the sixth sense.
Yeah.
It is so strong that they can tell when the baby is crying out very far away.
Yeah. Yeah.
They can tell.
Yeah.
And many times they are right. They can tell when, my mother-in-law would say she would know that she's carrying a boy or a girl. Before the scans and those other things.
Yeah.
Maybe it's experience. You used to say girls play more.
Maybe.
Boys tend to be more cool.
Yeah.
In our experience. But whatever it is, women have that sense and it can help you a lot.
Yeah.
When you sense, and it's very hard for a man to pretend. Love cannot be hidden. Women, again, have very sharp receptors for affection. They can tell when you are affectionate and
Yes.
after them.
Yes.
They begin to tell before you talk to them.
Yeah.
Surely, if you are talking and you can't tell what's wrong with you as a woman, you can tell a man who wants you before he talks to you.
It's true.
And he's not even aggressively pursuing you. It's just those little things you're adding up.
Yeah.
And you can't tell people, but you know there's something there.
Yeah.
You can even tell when other people are falling in love. You are not even part of the formula.
Yeah. But you can tell.
You know?
Yeah.
It's to say, when you see that he is putting every other thing of his life ahead, and it's always an explanation. Even if he's technically making calls,
Yeah.
you can see that he's not available. And when you're supposed to meet, he substitutes the call, substitutes the text. Or he arrives while he's on his feet, Somebody's just seated there, but you have to go quickly.
Yeah.
Sometimes somebody makes you wait for them the whole day. When they finally come, they just frustrate you because they don't even have 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And you've been waiting the whole day. You're left there wondering, what was that? The first time this person will leave is when you subtly, and you ask me, if I see all this, why wouldn't I leave? Because they don't make it clear. Okay, the second sign, which is now tied to this, telling you why you can't usually leave that, it's not straightforward, is that they are so much into you when they need something.
Oh. So is it inconsistent? Like, even that detachment is inconsistent?
As it pertains, showing you affection for the sake of affection because you're in love. Point one said, they replace showing affection, spending time, telling you good things, uplifting your mood, joking with you, talking to you. That space with work.
Yeah.
Number two is saying, if they did that consistently, you'd leave, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
It would be so clear and you'd leave.
Yeah.
But the second point is why they confuse you. Because they know where to strike. They bring all their affection when they need something.
Like sex, or?
For most women, the sex is not the front affection. It's the gifts, the time, the good words, the promises, the things you like.
Yeah, but what do they need from me?
Yeah, many times it's just the physical.
Okay.
And many times it's just to hold space when they're lonely.
Oh. So whatever is keeping him distracted,
Yes.
when that thing is distracted,
Yes.
now they need me.
That's why they can't just release you.
Oh my goodness. I'm a spare? Am I
You
a
are a
spare?
resourceful person and you are available to wait on them.
And maybe even I might be helping them professionally.
Yes.
Okay.
This is warning for resourceful people.
Yeah.
Many cunning people will try to utilize your resourcefulness. You're warm, you're loyal, you're true, you're kind, you are generous, you give, you step in, you show up, you support, you encourage, you lift his moods. Who doesn't want that? Oh, you see, these are the girls who send me there for me to come. They don't have these problems. There's some girls who are so broke, they can only trade their body to be transported
I
for sex
know,
and power.
Aki. But now, that is so sad because I would imagine that if I'm loyal and all those nice things, that he's going to want me always.
People don't want you because of who you are. They want you because of who they are and how they think about you. You can be all this gold, but they don't perceive you that way. In fact, I want you to be more careful when you're a true lover. People can just fall in love with the way you love them, not with you. Just the way you improve their life. And they are praised by everyone. Hey, that girl is good for you. Don't let that one go.
Isn't that enough motivation?
No. You see, their heart wants what it wants.
So their heart is inconsistent.
Yes, they don't want you, but they don't want you. They want you for the meantime until they find who they really want.
Aki Benjamin. Yeah. It's
So a weekend will come when it's all this. You've switched your phone.
Yeah.
The girls you've been crying to can't even reach you.
Aki.
The people you've been complaining to. I am busy with my boyfriend. I don't work to you. You piss everyone off.
My
Because you've been
pastor.
complaining the whole time. But
Yeah.
now you're in cloud nine. I'll talk to you later.
Hey, I'm with my person.
You know?
Yeah.
And it feels like now things are flowery. It's just a rough patch in his life and he wanted you that time. Places you down again. You live on that memory waiting for that high.
Yeah.
I hope you know toxic relationships have a very firm grip. And they can confuse you until you think you're in love.
Yeah.
Because of the anticipation. You know, when you're together, it's very intense. When they're away, it's also very intense with anxiety.
Yeah.
So toxic relationships are very, very intense.
Yeah.
They can hook you to the intense, to the intensity.
They're thrilling.
And you may think the sex is a cloud nine, but it's because it's a makeup sex, first of all. It has been quarrel and quarrel and quarrel. It has been fight and fight and fight. It's also a toxic sex because it's, you don't even know where this is going. He just threw caution in the wind. He just feels risk taking. Spiced with risk, spiced with taboo, spiced with wrong anxiety. It feels it's a drug, you know, after a while,
Yeah.
after the cravings,
Oh my God.
it's a release. You know, then you live on that memory and then the cycle repeats. So another week, another 2 weeks of you chatting with yourself and chatting tomorrow and,
I know, yeah.
and tomorrow. When they only want you occasionally, and when they are with you, they're very intense, and they saw these reconciliations. And many people have been moving forward during these reconciliation times. The relationship is dead, but the reconciliations are so intense. Now we visit home. Now we propose. Now we even got wedgie. But now let's get pregnant. In fact, now let's. So many relationships have been totally dead. But during those moments of resuscitation, we do something.
That's the only time.
In fact, to prove I'm serious, now we are going home. We go home. To prove I'm serious, child. To prove I'm serious. So, and when they describe it to you, they tell you it's been on and off. It's not on and off. This relationship was off throughout.
It's literally staccato.
Yes. So, to keep you hooked on, and because they realize you have become so vulnerable to them, they can. It takes a lot of mercy for a person who, when you are at their grip, to just release you. It's a free resource.
Let me tell you, I have experience of releasing someone who was hooked to me, and it meant I blocked him for good. That was it.
And that's a very hard block, because you know there's no hard block. This person is available when you just cough, they come.
Yeah, yeah,
They come running. Did you call me?
yeah.
So
You
many
know,
people are not as considerate as you, because you did it, but also for their sake,
Exactly.
to release them.
Please go. I wish the women you're talking about would get that kind of block.
You know.
You know, it would help them.
And most people are not merciful, considerate enough, and true. They don't have the integrity
Yeah.
to be that true,
Yeah.
to be that honest. Now, some people, we said women should stop saying, I visit my boyfriend, I spend a weekend, I don't know. Sometimes I find condoms there, I find other women's clothes. The fact that you're sleeping with him, what does it tell you about him? That he's a type of man who would sleep with women.
Yeah.
Don't be so delusional and megalomania that you think you are the only one he can sleep with. What's special with you?
I'm special.
Yes, continue thinking that way, but his behavior proves that he's the kind of man who would sleep with women. Don't get it twisted. We are saying, anytime you see a person is popping to your life, all this, then disappearing again, common sense tells you now he is elsewhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
He comes in a storm of love, which is very confusing, because you think now this is promising.
Yeah.
But during that storm, what happens? Compromise,
Yeah.
Wanting to avoid these epileptic relationships that have a fainting season, reviving season. With all sensitivity to anybody who may be.
Yeah.
Epilepsy, please
Yes.
excuse. There's a local language, you call it, mapenzi ya kifafa. Just that love that is as serious disappears.
Yeah.
Now we are nowhere. How are you doing? I don't even know where we are.
I don't know.
Then after, we're okay. My children are doing fine.
Akimi, if a girlfriend tries that on me once, I'll never ask you again. I don't want to. Don't even tell me. I don't want to know.
And the only way, one way to usually avoid the up and down relationships is to be a very even person. You require consistency or nothing.
Yeah.
But what happens when you begin to think you can make this person stay with you? Because when they're with you, they're swearing, and even crying tears. We had a person who was telling us her story and saying the guy would disappear, but then she sees big shoes.
Yeah.
At her door.
At her door.
And all the feelings associated with the big shoes told her cancel.
Yeah.
Come back again.
Yeah.
And during the pillow talk, he's telling you about another child is getting over.
By the way,
it's in your house.
Yeah. By the way, I had gotten married. By the way, and we lost a child.
In a pillow talk. So that's how an addiction looks like. So Lily, I want you to keep a chart sometimes. When you feel so confused, just keep a written record to show you a chart.
Yeah.
Because those good moments register very loudly.
Yeah.
And the low moments, you tend to block them so that you can keep hope alive.
Yeah.
But if you have a person who is helping you keep records, or you can just track your communication, sometimes just look at the last 1 month. Am I the one pursuing? So the one asking questions? What has shifted?
Yeah.
Because the last point to know that this man will eventually leave is when there's a shift in your inclusion, you become peripheral. Previously, you are an inside person. They told you what they're planning, very vulnerable things about themselves they shared with you. They told you, again, the most sensitive things about men. It's their plans, their secrets, it's their covenants. That's what Samson mistook.
Yeah.
He was given secrets to guide his life. Somebody else was given money to bring him down. Samson was not brought down by Delilah, he was brought down by money. Be careful.
Okay.
Delilah was just given money. And
Yeah.
she was not paid by some guys. She may not have so much motivation. Usually it's something to do with money.
Wow, that's powerful.
Usually.
Yeah.
If you're in doubt, always the first aspect,
Money.
In crime investigation, they always first start there.
Yeah.
Was there an insurance payout? If this person dies, who got that payout?
Oh
they always start that side.
Yeah.
Unexplained death. Was there insurance payout? Thank you. Who benefited? They always start there.
Yeah.
Now they have to rule that out to
Yeah.
come to the maybe just psychopathic killings. But
Yeah.
they say money is so frequent a motivation
Yeah.
that we first rule it out.
Yeah.
You too learn to rule out money. You start these other things.
Okay.
And men who think they're trying to get a beautiful girl for the side, she's eyeing the money. Do you think she can just be used for convenience with this heavy resource and she just dropped? No, by the time she goes down to do that trade, she's trying to maximize the benefits.
Yeah.
While you're scheming, she's also scheming.
Yeah. True.
She has little to lose. The people who have little to lose are like terrorists. They can kill both of you.
Yes.
Remember that.
Yes.
You who has a lot to protect, you are the one who is vulnerable here. You are a huge target, not easy to miss. Remember that.
Yeah.
So we are saying the last thing is when you are no longer an insider, and it's not said expressly, is that you sense an unknowing. It's like you don't know what he's up to, where has that one arrived now. When a man was planning to marry you, he was telling you the plan of A, B, C, D. I'm saving up to this amount to pay off that. I acquire this, then we do that, then we do that. Where are we now? We are this. It's 3 months to go, 4 months to go. You are up to date as an insider, as friends. It felt like this is a friend whom you're collaborating frequently. The reason healthy couples talk a lot, because they have many relationships in one. They're friends. They plan together.
Yeah.
There's the parenting side, there's the lover side, then there's just the friend side, all thinking buddies.
Yeah.
That's the type of just kidding around,
Yeah.
teasing, jesting, you know?
Yeah.
There's that side of just listening, stressful, trying to comforting each other, encouraging each other. There's so many relationships together. You had so many relationships that kept your conversation so rich, and you were so included. You knew what he's up to and where he is.
Yeah.
Without you needing to police your person, you generally know their whereabouts.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, because you talk a lot.
Yeah.
Without any need. Well, where you have just arrived, there was this on the road. Okay, was way back. Hardly does the person disappear in thin air. Hardly you don't know where they are. No, when you are doing life together, it's not about policing each other. It's how much we exchange.
Yeah.
It's how much we share. It's the openness. And eventually, because I'm sharing so much, you get to know my routines, my programs, my people, my friends. The moment you realize you are an outsider now, you don't know where he is, who he's talking to. You're not updated on what happened. You're hearing things after. Other people are showing you online where you were seen, posting pictures, you were seen here. Previously, you are an insider.
Yeah.
This is enough glaring evidence that now I'm no longer an insider, I'm an outsider.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I won't add anything to it. I'll probably just ask, because and this is the answer I will give is difficult to swallow. But what do I do if I'm convinced that there's something off, but I can't put a finger on it, and maybe our communities already know, but the biggest tragedy is if I'm already in love with him and a prisoner of hope. How do I pull myself? I think that's the tragedy, actually, not even the clan. Yeah, so prisoner of hope, I'm in love. I really want this to work. Maybe I'm 35, some age there that feels impossible. What do I do?
And hopefully you have not wasted 3, 4, 5, 7 years.
Yeah.
Even if you have, the life ahead matters more. Anytime you get the sign that this thing is ending, you shall consider the circumstances, but mainly I just want you to prepare. The blow that takes you down is not the strongest one. It's one that you never saw coming. The blow that takes you down is never usually the strongest. It's just the one that caught you by surprise. I want you to remove the element of surprise.
Okay.
And once you sense that drift in energy,
Yeah.
sometimes you don't have enough evidence and people can always argue, deny, gaslight you.
Yeah.
Even when you feel it and it's so clear.
Yeah.
The best thing is to get into therapy, get into preparations, get into planning your life,
Yeah.
get into accepting what it is. Just face the thing and do the Elizabeth Kubler-Ross stages of loss.
Okay.
The shock, the denial, the bargaining, the anger, the acceptance. Plow through those stages.
Yeah.
She was studying terminal illnesses,
Yeah.
and the stages have been proven to also major losses, like an anticipated loss of love. A man you thought, now this is it, I'm done.
Yeah.
Something you thought, now it's working. You had told everybody who matters to you. Once you feel this is approaching, process your shock. Do your denials.
Yeah.
Do your bargaining. Get angry. Reach to a place of acceptance. So that by the time it becomes clear, I saw this several months back, several weeks back.
Yeah.
It was just, you are working very hard to confuse me, but I saw it.
Okay.
And I'm okay. You will take the sting out of it. When people are trying to say, you realize you've grown up, and you're just there because you have done processing it. Thank you very much. Enjoy your life. To be shocked, what happened? How did they outwit me?
Yeah.
I thought I was playing very smart.
Yeah.
They will live to scratch their head. They will really be troubled.
Yeah.
How come Lily was not hit by that?
Yeah.
And they lived. Could I have left somebody valuable? You'll have planted. Anytime you avoid being victimized
Yeah.
by preparing ahead,
Yeah.
you've taken the power to your side. And you don't need to be a superwoman to do this.
Yeah.
Just need to be wise and get resources you need. One lady wrote me a lot of texts on frustrations in life. She's turning that, nothing's working. She feels so afraid. She avoids. She dated lastly 5 years ago. Every time somebody comes, she says she's not ready. People think time is good. Then she puts in parentheses at the end of the sentence, I suffered childhood trauma when I was growing up, I was so abandoned. So you're putting parentheses, what you should have started with and what you should be working on.
That's the elephant in the room.
Yes, the trauma you went through. So when you see these things, you process the emotional pain on time, so that the impact will be very little, just be physical adjustment.
Yeah.
In fact, when you're done processing, you can now yourself pull the plug and say, hey, no point playing games. This is no longer alive and I'm out.
I think there's nothing as empowering as being the one to pull the plug when you are composed.
Exactly.
Because then it's not messy, chaotic. I'm not doing this for vendetta.
Exactly.
And I can do it neatly. I can
Yes.
just say, I don't think this is working.
Correct.
And I want to release you to try something
Correct.
else when we're still young.
Correct.
You know?
Yeah. And I think once you've taken back the power like that, you also feel validated.
Yeah.
That you are not the victim. You saw it, you took charge, and you can continue with your life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. That was a powerful episode. And let me just remind you, please head on over to www.benjaminzuluglobal.com for more of his work. He's got amazing books. Today we were talking about something to do with dating. So there's a whole book on dating, right? There's another whole book on dreams before dating. This is for pre-25s and also people outside of 25. Benjamin thinks we don't read it, but we do. But you can also buy it for your students. Children are back to school. Please buy a copy of this book for them. I know we are short of time, but I just wanted to tell you, a friend of mine was talking the other day and realizing that we had so much romantic energy in our minds when we were in campus, and we were trying to get to the bottom of it, and we realized it's because of the music that we used to listen to. And there's no music about so many of the things that matter. There's no music about school. There's no music about business, work. All of it is about love.
That's true.
Break up, make up.
That's true.
This, that. Yeah. Or gospel music.
That was a deep realization.
Yeah. So I think we really need to expose our students to the truth. This is the truth. The, delayed gratification and all those things. Yeah. To counter the energies that
Correct.
they're being fed with every day. So www.benjaminzuluglobal.com. Thank you for watching. Bye.
This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heart Months. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life, better family life, better personal